do if you don't like the sex that you are having. This is a huge topic, and I would be doing you a disservice to indicate that this could be covered in one YouTube video. However, what I do hope to give you in this video is a really nice starting point to lay maybe a solid foundation of awareness that you can then build upon to create a better sex life for yourself. Because awareness, number one rule, if you are not enjoying the sex that you are having, awareness is key to helping to change it and make it into something that will work for you. Because often what happens when we're not having good sex is we like to point fingers. Oh, my lover doesn't know what they're doing, or oh, they're just bad at it, or like this, that, and the other. We are externalizing all of the things that are creating the bad sex. However, I am all for sexual self-responsibility. I believe that the amount and quality of sex that you are or are not having is 100%, maybe 99.9% your responsibility. Because often when we're having bad sex, we're just like, oh, it's bad, and then we like disappear, as opposed to actually coming forward and talking about it and asking for what we want and need and communicating with our partners. We're not taught to think about what we want or how we want it or how to communicate that to somebody. That's actually a really good video idea. I will do that for you in the future. However, I think what is even more important than just being able to understand and communicate the specifics of what you are looking for pleasure in the bedroom is knowing what sort of environmental and personal elements lay a solid foundation for you to come forward in your full erotic joy. We want to be in an environment and under a certain set of circumstances that help to nourish us erotically, and they help us to be able to come forward energetically and curiously to engage in sexual activity. So a really fun activity that I like to do with clients is create these little mind maps. It's like art therapy meets sex therapy. This exercise is taken from the book The Science for Sexual Happiness, which is written by Kath and Jesse. It is a fantastic book. I cannot sing its praises enough. It is filled with different exercises to help you connect your mind and your body and follow your pleasure from a really authentic place. And this is one of the very first practices that is suggested because, again, it gives you that solid sexual foundation that you need to then create the sex life of your dreams. So what you do is you create two mind maps. The first one is what you look like when you are in your sexual wholeness, when you are flourishing and thriving, and when you can really embrace sexual experiences with excitement and with energy and with curiosity. Do you want to see an example? Because I made you one. This is mine. In the middle, my sexual wholeness. And it's this beautiful like flower with sunshine because that's how I want to feel when I'm in my sexual wholeness. Biggest themes for me are connection. I think that's probably like a number one. I need to feel connected to the person who I'm with. Safety, physical, mental, emotional safety. Growth. I want to be in a place where I am learning and it is creative and we're exploring. I'm exploring, we're exploring together. Presence, really important for me and very difficult for me. I tend to be up here when I am in bed and it really takes me out of my body and out of my pleasure. So being able to be in flow, being embodied, being aware, slowing down and surrendering to what's happening as opposed to trying to make it be something or force myself into a certain performative nature. Pleasure, of course, we want pleasure in there. Orgasm, bliss, energy, yes! Yes. Ooh, fun. I missed fun. So that is me in my sexual wholeness, and it's very colorful and vibrant, and it makes me excited just looking at it. That's how I feel when I look at this, and that's how I want you to feel when you look at your sexual wholeness mind map. The second mind map then is to look at those things that take you into sexual fragmentation. So basically those times when we are engaging in sex when we have kind of that icky kind of guttural, everything's not totally safe and right here. Not quite as vibrant. The colors are like more muted and a little bit dull. Unsafe, right? Pain, not good. And with that, enduring unwanted experiences. This is huge. In particular for females, we tend to endure. We tend to endure experiences even if they're not particularly pleasurable. We're like, it's not that bad. It's okay. I can keep going. It's not the best. Disconnection. So feeling pressure. If my heart, my body, my brain, my emotions are unaligned, or I'm feeling like I need to meet the other person's expectations. Limited. I'm not really growing. I'm not really getting creative or exploring with this person. I am trying to follow a constructed sexual script. I'm trying to do things in a very timely manner. It's very goal-oriented, and sometimes that's when we get into faking things. And then this big blue section down here, I didn't realize how big it was, is insecure. Holy moly, there's lots of insecurities. And if I am feeling insecure, sex is not great. If I'm feeling shame or guilt or codependent, worried about what I'm doing and what the other person is thinking, it's not good sex. Notice how really none of this has anything to do with what the other person is doing. It is all about my choices. The other person certainly influences these things, but really it's about the choices that I make, about who I'm choosing to have sex with, and how I'm choosing to communicate with those people. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Consider your own sexual mind maps. Even if you don't have time to arts and crafts like me, raise your own awareness. What elements help you to really thrive and come alive? And what are the ones, whether they're internal or external factors, that really shut you down? Consider them and consider communicating them with your partner. Don't consider communicating them with your partner. Please communicate them with your partner because they cannot read your mind. That is today's video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you like arts and crafts and art therapy and awareness and self-responsibility, because those are my jam, and sex. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, eat, squat, and cup.